Hi guys, so recently I made a big mistake, and that was I tried to transfer my M-Balfouri into this enclosure you see here, but rather than just running into the enclosure, she ran straight out the side and then disappeared into that corner of the kitchen over there. And I don't know if you can make out, there is a tiny gap there just between the wood. She scrolls down there and disappeared. So that's a big mistake on my part, because what I should have done was put this smaller enclosure into a much larger container, so that if she did make a run for it, I would have time to react and stop her from escaping. So that actually happened 8 weeks ago, and I'd given up all hope of ever seeing her again. But then last night I opened this drawer here to grab a spoon, and there she was, just sitting there at the side of the cutlery. So yeah, big surprise, she managed to last 8 weeks out loose in the house, which was a surprise because I didn't think she would last more than a month. But luckily for me, there she was, alive and well, just chilling out by the forks. So what I did was I got a cardboard tube, folded one end, and then placed it very carefully just behind her. So I just very carefully just touched her front leg, and she ran into the tube, and then once in a nice dark place, they usually stay still because they feel safe, and that's how I managed to catch her again. So I did that last night, and she's actually chosen to stay in this cardboard tube overnight, and you can just see her down there at the end of the tube. So I've got the new enclosure actually inside a large container now, like I should have done the first time I tried to transfer her. So now all I need to do is open up this end of the tube and persuade her to walk out. So what I've done is I've opened up this end for her to exit, and I've just put some paper towel in the other end, and then what we're going to do is we're going to very slowly push the paper towel down, and the spider should come out the other end into the enclosure. Here she comes. Very gently. So you can see she's actually in surprisingly good condition. Her abdomen does look a bit small, but then she has been presumably without food for 8 weeks. So considering that, I'd say she's doing very well. I'm sure it won't be long before she goes to get a drink from the water dish, and I will feed her tomorrow once she's had a chance to settle in. So the lid's back on, and she's now secure in a new enclosure. I was very lucky to find her again, and very surprised to open that drawer and see her just sitting there. But yeah, I thought it's a good idea to document my mistakes, so that hopefully you guys don't make the same ones. And if you're going to transfer a fast species, always make sure you have a large container, or take another precaution to make sure the same thing doesn't happen to you. Okay then guys, hope you've enjoyed watching, and I shall see you again soon.